Good day guys, nice to have you here. Today we'll have another Xborg gameplay, and same as always we'll discuss some tips, tricks, and strategies that are all guaranteed to help you win more games, together with the good and bad decisions made in the game. I actually made some silly mistakes with the rotation, but that's okay. Sometimes when you're a jungler, what matters is your ability to think fast and make the best out of a bad situation and turn it around. I chose to go to the purple buff since the Little Wanderer spawned closer to it. Like I said in a previous video, capturing the Little Wanderer is pretty important since that's what creates the disadvantage against the enemy jungler in terms of XP gains. That added mobility also helps a lot in efficiently rotating. Since we still had time, I decided to take the jungle crypt, but Balmond was already there, which is okay since that was actually part of the plan. Xborg, in my opinion, has a significant advantage against Balmond because of his range and true damage, which means playing aggressively against Balmond will be a wise choice in most situations. Nana and Akai were also in good positions at the time, which isolated Balmond from Vexana, and since Angela decided to help out Melissa, this is what happened. Here, Melissa was too greedy and really wanted to take down Akai. That was an awful decision. Number 1. Akai is a low priority target since he is the roaming support, which doesn't need too many items nor level to become effective in the game. And number 2, Melissa is one of the carries in their team, so dying for a low priority target is never an option. Even if she kills Akai, the trade-off would still have been bad since either Mia or Xborg will kill her, therefore contributing to either hero's progress. And since they are the carries of our team, beating either one of us is bad news for the enemy team. Remember to drop what you're doing if a clash is happening nearby, especially if you have a strong fighting chance in the team fight. In this situation, I was about to take one of the camps while the turtle was still counting down. We weren't able to take any kills though since the enemies decided to retreat, which in my opinion was a good idea considering that they were outnumbered. Since I heard Balmond taking some jungle crypts on the top lane or the top half of the map, I decided to go ahead and take the turtle since the enemies close by, which were Vexana and Harley, had close to 0 chances of stealing the turtle. Since there was still more than 1 minute before the turtle respawns, I decided to help Mia on the top lane. Sadly, she attacked too early, which cost her her life. It would have been better if she backed out a little bit. If she did, the assist she gained, plus the minion waves, would have skyrocketed the gap between her and Melissa. There's only about half a minute left before the turtle respawns, so let's go ahead and pressure Harley. There were, however, too many enemies that showed up, so I decided to relax a little and wait for reinforcements. In the end, it worked out because of Angela's carelessness. Sho did a great job of securing the perimeter by hiding in one of the bushes. Since we were able to take the turtle, we can go ahead and start jungling again. In 3 minutes, the turtle will respawn. The next clashes will be crucial in determining who will win the game, especially since Melissa was falling off behind really hard. Remember guys to always use Xborg's second skill as a combo with his ultimate. It really helps out prevent enemies from getting outside of his range. I'm sure Balmond saw us heading to the bottom lane for a split second, but it seemed Harley didn't notice that at all on the minimap. I used Ice Retribution on Harley to slow him down, which wasn't a bad idea since the turtle is still dead. Remember guys, as much as possible, check your minimap frequently. Doing so will help you make better decisions.
should I care for anyone else?
Attack! Wait.
As you saw, Melissa's ultimate didn't help that much in stopping X-Borg. If you're playing X-Borg against Melissa, just avoid getting knocked back against walls. Besides that, everything else will be smooth sailing against her. For the items, I strongly believe Bloodlust Axe is X-Borg's core item and should never be left out. It's what makes him difficult to kill because of the sustained spell vamp. And of course, Immortality, another item which in my opinion should never be left out. For the new viewers, X-Borg's Farago armor replenishes a little once he responds from Immortality. That perk of his comes in handy in a lot of situations, especially if his ultimate is available. The times I reversed the outcome of a clash thanks to that item is countless. I decided not to use Retribution since the turtle was secured anyway, but Nana took the last hit by mistake. That's not a big deal though. Unlike other junglers, X-Borg doesn't really need jungle buffs. It's just good for him to have them, but not really a necessity unlike other heroes that rely heavily on them just to survive. X-Borg already has an excellent kit that allows him to deal damage, slow enemies, and survive most clashes. As you saw, there was really nothing they could do once X-Borg dove in. His ultimate renders him immune against most control effects, and their lineup just didn't have one that can stop him.
Team destroyed a turret. Mega kill.
Nothing could ever heal me from the wound of disillusion.
Initiate retreat.
If I were in Balmond's position, I wouldn't have contested at purple buff, regardless if there were other enemies or not. At that point in the game, he would still lose even if it's one-on-one. Remember to know when to stall the game. If your team is gapped in either or both level and gold, stall the game. Don't clash with enemies if you are losing. Keep defending instead and kill minions. Eventually, your team will be able to kill enough minions and will have equal levels and items with the enemies. Your comeback may not be guaranteed still, but that will give you a fighting chance of winning the game back. I don't usually get Oracle for X-Borg, but it's a good item for him. It provides decent tankiness and cooldown reduction. It also improves his spell vamp and the HP he gets from his Farago parts. Almost forgot, the emblem I used in this game was Demon Slayer, with points focused on battle spell cooldown and bonus damage against jungle creeps in order to help X-Borg clear the jungle more efficiently. Despite the nerf they gave this emblem a few patches ago, I still think that it suits a lot of heroes, especially those who don't rely too much on items to deal damage. Remember, when the Lord has been summoned, clear the lanes and put more pressure. No need or there's no point in camping since the chances of the enemies falling for that trick is close to zero, especially on upper ranks.
Destroyed a turret.
I was actually hoping for my team to focus on the turret while I dive in and drive away the enemies, but Sho was too confident. That was perfect execution. The Lord was not wasted at all since we were able to take down 3 turrets in the process, which skyrocketed our lead. That concludes our Mobile Legends content for today. Do you have any other recommendations about this video that I might have missed? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe everyone. Peace.